Yo, what up, gang? You already know what time it is. It's your boy, man, Tony Pajamas, and we back with another episode of that catalog talk. And today we're gonna be looking at a new release by my man 38 Spesh. You know what I'm saying? If you've been a fan of this channel, if you've been following this channel, you know I've been a big fan of his over the last couple years now. And usually I catch his stuff like on the back end, like after it already came out, and I'm kind of playing catch up. But this is one of the first releases that I'm catching, like, you know what I'm saying, 24 hours, 48 hours in. So today we're going to be looking at 8 Shots by 38 Spesh. This joint came out May 29th. Today is May 30th, so I'm only about 24 hours behind schedule. I had this joint already saved in my library just because he released a few singles a couple weeks ago. So I'm excited to get into this joint. I heard track 2, The Main Line, featuring Method Man, and I heard track 8, Heavy Burden, featuring Dave East. Those were the 2 samples that came out a couple weeks ago. So the full joint dropped last night, so we about to go ahead, tap in, see what this joint really talking about. And you know what I'm saying? See if we're gonna add it to the collection. I'm on a streak, man. Everything that I played on this channel so far in 2026 have been added to the playlist. I'm still waiting on that one that I can say, nah, that wasn't it, but I'm hoping this ain't it. But you know what I'm saying? Without any further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this joint and see what 38 Spesh talking about. This joint 12 tracks, 31 minutes. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and tap in. We're looking at the first track, which is entitled Free Game. No features on this joint, just the intro track. So let's go ahead and see what this joint talking about.
Swear I love this shit, man.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm liking the beat so far, liking the sample.
Hey, y'all. These rappers took my life story and got competitive. All I hear is a bunch of people I rhyme better than. The light bulb wasn't invented by Tom Edison. The black man that really did it was not credited. That's how I feel when the industry don't let us in. Gatekeepers heard my name and spoke negative. I got the best shit in the town and you don't mess with it. You got a death wish or accepted a gross deficit. Flow effortless, it's a precious gift. I'm Moses in Exodus. If this was the Old Testament, yeah, I lost a couple of friends and some close relatives. All I got left is these pics and some old messages. At 15, I had a V and a gold necklace. 19, I was OT with those Mexicans. 20 years old, I became a road specialist. Put broads in the car with drugs and drove next to it. Most definite, these hoes treacherous. They bodies for sale, but they souls are so separate. I had to stop hoes selling bricks. A young drug dealer dream is to grow to an old executive. Trust.
Okay. I ain't even mad at that. Nice little intro joint, kind of set the tone. See what type of time we're on. So like I said, man, you already know I'm a sucker for a good sample. Whenever they can incorporate it properly and, you know what I'm saying, just melt it into the beat like that, I'm always gonna rock with that. So I really like that song so far. Like I said, short, straight, sweet, straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of letting niggas know what type of time we're on with this project. And yeah, I'm excited to see what this joint talking about. But that was it. That was track 1, Free Game, which kind of goes along with the theme of the song as far as the title goes. So I'm rocking with that. We can go ahead and get into the next joint. Track 2 is going to be called The Main Line. This is featuring Method Man. Now, I'll be honest, I heard this joint, but I wasn't like tapped in. Like I wasn't locked in reading the lyrics and all that shit. I kind of just played it as I was driving. So this ain't my first time hearing it, but it's my first time really digesting it and breaking it down. So without any further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into track 2, The Main Line, featuring Method Man.
Hey, y'all, don't play the back and forth word games. I prefer pain. I put a brick on your head.
Hey, let us be.
Take 1 week to disturb things. I serve Cain. I fed 1 sheep and a whole hurricane. Weak niggas don't deserve gains. I splurge mainly in December. Every winter the furs change. You nerves lame. You been robbed twice, bitch. This your 3rd chain. Got nerve pain that I ain't aware of. And abandonment issues, but my pistols is taken care of. Only competitions when I face the mirror. Hibernating, but y'all low vibrations gon' wake the bear up. You can't compare us in any era. I won a $20 million estate in Lake Riviera. First time I opened the brick, I tear it up. Like, oh shit, we about to tear it up.
Really like this beat.
At me, yo. And I mean rappy though, can't go to Kakasaki and back to wearing patakis, yo.
Hey, yeah, I heard this.
Like
I remember this verse.
Pistachios. Producer of this track was Snip the Key off of Casio. The Reaper at the door and Jesus on the main line. The Reaper at the door, get Jesus on the main line.
Oh, this might be the hook.
The Reaper at the door, Jesus on the main line. Strange times, gotta take good and bad.
Oh, that was the hook, okay.
Told him at least save a little cash. It's simple triple math. Either learn the game or remain middle class. Used to dribble bags to fiddle cash. None of my ops didn't last unless they got to the hospital fast. I hit a block with a triple jab. Since a liquor lab, we used to serve nickel slabs and Brillo pads. I heard old rumors that you been a fag. You like Willow Dad.
Oh my God.
Individuals
Oh
mad.
my
I'm in my
God.
civil bag. Put a trust symbol on the
Hey, yo.
Shells hit you when you with your dad. When bullets riddle past your window glass, you gon' be crippled bad. My pistol had a long clip attached. Put a bullet in his ass, better get rid of the visceral fat. Throw a cocktail with his pad. Everybody inside was identified by the dental lab.
Hey.
Get at me, yo.
Oh, okay, so that's the hook.
Can't go to Kackasaki.
Hey, Meth killed this joint, though.
A shell'll crack your head like you cracked the shell on pistachios. Producer of this track was to snip the key off a Casio line. The Reaper at the door, Jesus on the main line. Strange times, gotta take good and bad at the same time.
Hey, I fuck with that jump. Okay. I ain't mad at that joint. Let that joint rock out. Nah, great joint. I love the verses. I love that hook. I low-key thought the hook was a verse by Meth. That's how you know I wasn't paying attention to it, because I don't even remember hearing him come back around that second time with it. But overall, great joint. That whole Willow line, and it's like your dad is a, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's low-key wild as shit, because, you know what I'm saying? That's, if we talking about the same Willow, that's the Fresh Prince, man. Leave that man alone. But nah, great joint nonetheless. I ain't mad at that. Really rocking with that. Great hook, great feature. And 38 did his thing, man. 2 great verses. So I like that. That was it, though. That was track 2, main line. You can see already track 3 already popped up. Track 3 is entitled Used To. No features again on this joint. So without any further ado, man, let's see what this joint talking about. And let me just take a pause and just say, hey, I really fuck with this album cover, though. Like, I think I seen when I was going through his discography, I think there's like a 6 shots and a 7 shots as well. But this 8 shot joints, I really like the album cover on this joint. I really fuck with it. That's what kind of made me click on it when I was going through Apple Music looking at upcoming releases. But yeah, nah, great joint. Shout out to the artist, whoever made that joint. But that's it. Track 3, Used To. Let's get it.
Hey, yeah. I'm a nigga that the ghetto fed. For his friends got several dead, so it's hard to keep a level head. Never cared what the weather says. Middle of the snowstorm, I pedal meds in a yellow sled. Beef don't settle till a fellow bled. Better sleep with a bulletproof sheet in the metal bed. We was never fed deviled eggs. Your bitch got a cute face, but shaped like a kettle keg.
Oh my God.
My hoes make hella
Shaped
bread.
like a kettle keg
Your
is
hoes rock
crazy.
Fake Hermes and Donatella thread. If the bitch said she don't sell pussy, she probably selling head. Might have barrel, but never beg. Don't trust hospitals ever since what they did to my nigga Fred. Jealous friends, don't let it spread. If you're bred right, better tread light. They'll tell a fan. Dope still moving like it used to. Fiends still shooting like they used to. Streets ain't looking like they used to. But I'm still getting money like I used to. Everybody gon' die, nigga, you too. One gun ain't enough, gotta use two. Trust.
Okay. Another great joint. I'm fucking with that. Short, sweet, to the point, no extra fillers, no bridges, no nothing. Just a hook and a verse. And he did his thing. Let that joint ride out real quick. But yeah, that was it. That was track 3, Used To. Great joint. This is the 38 that I know. He's big on like punchlines, like almost like comedy. Like, yeah, I get it. He's not joking with the shit that he's saying, but his references be low-key having me weak. So I really be fucking with them Jones. So nah, that's the 38 that I'm used to seeing, just the style of rap. But great beat, great style of the song. I like how short it was, you know what I'm saying? It kind of gets you in, gets you out type shit. But yeah, nah, great joint. I'm really fucking with that. Really big fan of that song, track 3. Like I said, short and sweet, get in, get out, you know what I'm saying? So I like that. But that was track 3. We can go ahead and move to the next joint. Track 4 is called, we got Be the Best, still no features. So let's go ahead and tap in, see what we talking about.
Be the best, be the
Hey,
best.
like that bass line.
Be the best. And if you do sell coke, better be the best. Don't be a small time nigga, better reinvest. Hey, yeah, I don't don't just grab my pistol, it's a must-have. I stuff cash inside designer dust bags. I was down on my luck bad and was up mad through it all. I never dropped my trust flag. You might know my business, but I tell you none. I might let you hold a strap, but won't sell you one. You leave the house without your strap, where the hell you from? A nigga send me to hell, then the hell you come. We survived off Chinese chicken wings, rice, and fries. Got locked and was quite surprised, but you can't cry when you're handcuffed. Who gon' wipe your eyes? I was inside writing scribes. My wife would drive hours to see me and be happy despite the ride. Had to fight with guys twice my size. Left the community and came back with jewelry to enlighten my tribe. Like we ain't gotta play the streets. We ain't gotta play the streets. We got other ways to eat. We got other ways to eat. But if you do sell dope, better be the best. You would never go broke if you be the best. Y'all niggas can't tell me nothing about stacking. Last 24 months, I've been house hacking. Million cash in my account, that's without rapping. Never thought a nigga could make it without trapping. Few things I figured out when the drought happened. We don't have to sell drugs to make this money. If I pay taxes, they can't take this from me. When you're broke and fucked up, it make your face look funny, huh? I ain't with the loud talking or the foul barking. You know how much a trial costs us if they foul charges. Don't care about a crowd often. The cow sparking. Soon as him and his gal walking the halal market. Never ran even when I exercise. I do mile jogging. Apartments with 50,000 carpets. I don't care where you at. You been a rat like Al Sharpton. Like we ain't gotta play the streets. We ain't gotta play the streets. We got other ways to eat. We got other ways to eat.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Love that beat. Love the strings on that beat. Love the hook. Great verse. Great everything. Like that. I really like that. That was it though. That was track 3, Be the Best. I was kind of like off to the side on that joint. I'm looking at the lyric because not all the lyrics is on Apple Music. Some of them are on Genius. And that last song we listened to, they say Rome Streets was on that joint, but I ain't hear that. And Apple Music don't got him listed as a feature. So before I go to the next song, I'm about to do my due diligence and run that joint back. And if I don't hear nothing from him, I'll just cut this part out of the video.
Gotta use too. Trust.
All right. That nigga was not on that song. So shout out to Genius for lying to niggas, because I was definitely looking forward to that verse. But that was it. That was track 3, Used To, one more time. We're going to move into the next track in order, which is going to be Mental Health, featuring Shay Noir. And if y'all caught my last couple videos when I did that joint with Conway the Machine, I was raving about how Shay Noir was rapping on that joint. So I'm already a big fan of her, so I'm excited to hear what she got to say on this joint. So we can go ahead and get into the next joint. Track 5, Mental Health, 38 Spesh featuring Shay Noir. Let's go.
Shit in, let's go. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, like the sample off the rip.
Nigga, know what I mean? Hey, yeah, I wake up and don't know the reason I'm stressed. Maybe it's the past trauma I need to address. Would say it's karma, but I don't believe in that mess. It's hard believing in karma without white folks being oppressed. I'm tired of chasing illegal success that only end up to them yelling free you or death. So I up and left without a single regret. You owe a credit card, nigga, I was 15 kilos in debt. I had to get my ego in check. Follow the wrong path, then it may lead you to death. Cause I seen people inject diesel and fat. They don't know how to sew, so they rather put their needles to flesh. You say you love me? Well, convince me. The words that I use shouldn't be held against me. That ain't solid, that shit frail and flimsy. How you love me when your heart filled with envy? What's mental health to a street nigga?
All right, before the hook come on, great verse. I love that verse. That was probably my favorite verse on this tape so far. That nigga was talking that real shit on that joint. And this beat, this kind of goes with Shay Noir style. So like I said, I'm excited to hear what she got to say. But let's go ahead and tap back into the hook.
When you going through shit, who gon' speak with you? Can't tell my bitch the reason why I'm sad. If I tell her my problems, she repeat it when she mad, What's mental health to a street nigga?
Whoa. Let's just pause right there. Can't tell my bitch the reason why I'm sad. If I tell her my problems, she gonna repeat it when she mad. Bruh, if that ain't the real shit, we not about to sit here and disparage our ladies, we love our ladies, but that's some real shit. Every nigga been through that. So, hey, sometimes you gotta put that shit on wax.
When you going through shit, who gon' speak with you? Can't tell my homies the reason why I'm sad. When everyone in your team competing for a bag.
Competing for bags, money we just treat like a mask to hide the trauma and the pain. I spent the week in my fast, reflect them dead bodies scattered in the streets and the grass. Tried to look at they pics, but every time I see them, I gag. This shit wasn't adding up, I was a genius in math. It was hard to build a team when it's a thief in your staff, cause they couldn't afford their own. They rather lease what I had. What's mental health to a person that never knew it exists? They say ignorance is bliss, so you'll never lose what you miss. Relationships that were severed was never happy for me. I can't wish them the best, cause then they'll still have access to me. No meds for a broken soul.
Oh my God.
Hard to mend what you lack. Mental health labeled as crazy. It's a difference in that. Sometimes chaos the medication, more expensive than cash. When the voices inside your head, the only friends that you have.
What's mental?
Oh my God. Hey, bro, I'm not about to sit here and glaze Shay Noir, but bro, tell me she didn't kill that. That verse was crazy. Let me just shout out a few lines that kind of caught my attention. She said, they say ignorance is bliss, so you'll never lose what you miss. First of all, if that ain't some real shit, I don't know what is. And then he said, I can't wish them the best because then they'll still have access to me. Like, bro, she was talking that shit on this joint. And the last part, she said, no meds for the broken soul. It's hard to mend what you lack. Hey, bro, she fried that whole verse. Big fan of that. And like I keep saying, I need to go check out her own shit because every time she get on the feature, she be murdering that joint. So shout out to her. But let's go ahead and finish the song out.
Health to a street nigga, When you going through shit, who gon' speak with you? Can't tell my bitch the reason why I'm sad. If I tell her my problems, she repeat it when she mad,
All right, great joint. I spent the whole song glazing that joint, so we don't gotta run it back and reiterate what we already heard. But nah, I'm really fucking with that. I love that. They both did their thing. That's low-key my favorite track on this project so far. Mental Health and that joint with Method Man, but Mental Health on just the unique style of it. Like, you already know I'm a big Kid Cudi fan. I was at Rage Fest last night, so hearing rappers talk about like mental struggles and shit like that always like has a place in my playlist or library. So I fuck with that. But that was it. That was track 5, Mental Health. Shout out Shay Noir. We're gonna get into one of her joints in one of our future videos. But next up we got Trust Us. This is by 38 Spesh and Ransom featuring Smooth Haynes. So without any further ado, let me make sure that's really who it is, because Genius over here capping. Yeah, Ransom and Smooth Haynes. All right, let's get it. Hey, I like this beat already.
Hey, I'm a nigga that like boxing. So when I help you catch a red eye, I ain't talking flight options. You ain't never took your wife shopping. Y'all little pieces of shit remind me of Mike's droppings. I had to stop ice shopping. I buy houses. If it's a nice profit, I might cop it. Negotiating terms with the bank, making sure I'm comfortable with my loan like Stockton. 100 grand.
Make sure I'm comfortable with Malone like Stockton is crazy. Okay.
And at my Asian boo house, had a Chinese, Korean, even date a few Laos. Way back, my first track was the Baby Blue House. Made my neighbors move out, got my name from shootouts. But a nigga still bringing coops out. All my V's got a stash in the front like a kangaroo pouch. Trust.
The silks and the beamer, French vanilla creamer, slacks on the hanger. I just left the cleaners. Call baby girl, bring that candy over. My favorite snack, milk chocolate areolas. They pitch coochie at him with enthusiasm. Big booby white ones, big booty black ones. Vacaciones and Honduras. On the ranch we fed sugar cubes to blind horses. You could do the same if you got focused. Ain't got off the cajones for a hot moment. The jacket hard, Macintosh, apple red. Don't make me scoop you off your feet, you got fragile legs. I've been training for 8 weeks a kid. You gotta pay your sanction and fees to be the
How these
kid.
silly rappers deceiving a culture. Shit, I don't speak to a vulture.
All right, before Ransom goes, shout out Smooth Haynes. I fuck with that. I never heard of him, but off his first impression, I fuck with him. I fuck with that. That was a nice verse. But let's go ahead and wrap this joint up.
La Costa Nostra carry heat in a holster. That's like Chi-Chi trying to speak to a Sosa. You're not a ransom. I found your label advancements in the crease of my sofas. Please stop it, cause the shallowest niggas got deep pockets. Childish antics and immature games to increase optics. 3 chopsticks, a turn on your thoughts in the Asian dinners. Brace for winter. Hard to duplicate mics that was made for sinners. I'm a sore loser. I never get front as a graceful winner. Praying up as many dead faces to break a printer, place your chin up. Your stomach is growling, your face is slimmer. Avons could turn to D'Angelo's when they face a stringer, place your finger.
Avons could turn to D'Angelo's when they face stringer. Hey, yo. These niggas is rapping on this joint. I fuck with that. Shout out to Wire, man. Shout out Avon, D'Angelo, and Stringer Bell, man. Shout out the whole Wirecast.
Jelly on a gun when you hold a trigger. Wrote a scripture. Sterling K could play me in the motion picture. Duffy.
Okay. I like that. Shout out Ransom, great verse. Bunch of actor references and metaphors in that joint. So I really like that. I'm big fan of that. Everybody did their thing. Like I said, that was my first time hearing Smooth Haynes, but I'm a fan. I'm rocking with that joint. That joint he just laid down on the track, I'm fucking with it. So that was it, man. That was track, what is that? That was track 6. That was the halfway point. We got 6 more to go. Next joint is an interlude, so I'm going to let it play out, and then we going to get into Heavy Burden featuring Dave East. But let's go ahead and hear this interlude real quick.
And I just love you. And I just love you. And I just need you.
Hey, y'all, Spesh.
Hey,
Spesh.
great beat.
Motherfucker, I'm Spesh. Yeah. Hey, y'all, appreciate whatever bring me plates, but rather GTH before I make a low pay that's weekly base. These snakes got sneaky traits. I hit the black market and bought things with ETH.
Hey, not
a brick
Ethereum.
From a brick is a piece of cake. I don't spend shit on shit that depreciates. My gun big and black with a switch like TD Jakes. I came from a greasy place, no matter the heat he takes. Lames won't see me break. Niggas act strange, then immediate. I don't gang bang, you see RIP, it abbreviates. They freely hate, cause we be great. I sell at least 3 a day, cheapest rates is what keep me safe. My bitch got a 3D shape, Nefertiti face.
Oh my God, he's snapping on this joint.
Keep my sweetie lace. Special, put another business on the block. I'm special, I ain't gon' finish till I stop. I'm special, real estate, crypto, stocks. I'm re-ing up with everything I got, motherfucker, I'm special. I survived the belly of the beast. I put a lot of niggas on their feet, motherfucker, I'm special.
Hey, yo, hey, big fan of that. I love that. That was low-key my favorite joint. That nigga was snapping on that bitch. And I like how he separated it as an interlude versus an actual song, just to kind of give you a little bit more creative freedom with your verses and shit. Cause that was probably one of my favorite verses. That nigga was snapping on that whole joint. Even the hook was like that. So that was it. So far, I really like the joint with that we just played. I like the joint with Shay Noir. And I mean, honestly, I like all these. But let's go ahead and get through it before we do our top 5. But that was it. That was track 7, Special Interlude. We can go ahead and get into the next joint, track 8, Heavy Burden, featuring Dave East.
Hey, y'all, stay away from a petty person that run off with a penny, then beg for pity instead of mercy. Gave him.
First of all, before we even get into the song, I don't have no producer credits yet, but bro, this bass line is going crazy on this joint. Let me see if we got any producer credits real quick. Tricky Trips produced this joint. All right, bet. Let's go ahead and let it play out.
Water when he said he thirsty. Manager on the road, I played every role like Eddie Murphy. Steady working, heavy hurting. When you make this kind of cake, you gotta watch every person. Try to give them dope, but they want the synthetic deli version. Heavy burdens was carried lightly. Seemed funny, I ain't had it ring money when I married wifey. Now I buy things that's very pricey. All my side bitches, Aries and Pisces, treat me very nicely. Ain't no telling where I might be. Hit the road in February slightly, it's very icy. I seen niggas get buried nightly, they very shiesty. It's rarely likely they fairly fight me.
I talk that shit to get the room hot. Maroon drop, pumping bass like a boombox. Low in masseuse spots. Disrespect your father quick, I don't give a fuck who pop. Little nigga, couple dollars on me. I'm like, who pop? I remember popping my taping whenever Clue dropped. Cousin went to war over yellow tops, he had blue tops. True shot, tiger bark it, park at the coupe hot. Tube socks, stashing my nicks, dimes and my dubs. I played the rooftop. On top of my projects, climbed out the slums. My balloon pop. These hoes is not my type. I'm not gonna budge. I'm thinking Juma on Friday, but my bro keep talking plugs. This shit I got is pure. Boy George and Bob Lemon product. That obsession dope. I brought some extra rope. I'm in the lobby. Belt prints around the arms of the users. Harmed and abused it. Rucker Park when Booby had your white tee, the sharpest and newest. That was Wednesday. Nigga, pop.
Hey, great verse. First of all, that harmonizing sample in the background is going crazy. Big fan of that. You already know how I feel about Dave East's music, so of course he was gonna rip that joint. I'm really happy with that verse. And 38, man, again, 38 did his thing, bro. Like, I'm gonna let it ride out before I talk any further, but all right, and there you have it, man. That was track 8, Heavy Burden, featuring Dave East. Like I said, man, Dave East definitely did his thing. Great verse. 38 held his own, did his thing. I love that harmonizing sample in the background. You already know I'm a big fan of these samples, and I could tell by that bass line at the beginning that I was gonna like this beat, so I'm glad it lived up to its potential all the way through. But nah, great joint, man. I'm really rocking with that joint. This tape low-key vicious. Like, I haven't had one song so far that I'm like, nah, that ain't it. So I'm fucking with this joint. But look, man, full transparency. It's 7:55, and the Spurs is about to play OKC Game 7 in about 5 minutes. So I'm about to take a quick pause so I can put my bets in. So just give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna let that shit rock. I'll just cut it out. But I need Wemby to go for about 35. So just give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. First of all, man, FanDuel is so janky, bro. Every time it's a big game, them niggas app crash out. So DraftKings, Prize Picks, Bet365. If anybody want to sponsor my video, holla at me, bro. Cause FanDuel be tripping. FanDuel be big tripping. But we back. We got 4 more joints. Let's go ahead and knock the rest of this joint out. Next track, we're gonna be looking at track 9, Great Wall, featuring Curtis Koch. I have never heard of Curtis Koch either, so this is my first experience listening to him or her. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Y'all expected me to stay put. Hey, y'all, I remember it clearly. A OG told me stay low key and you benefit yearly. You do time, you will see your relatives rarely. I do crime and never keep the evidence near me. A lot of y'all scary, jealous and fear me, and blame my success on irrelevant theories. I heard the cops set up surveillance and hear me. They probably recognize my voice better than Siri. That's why y'all never compare me. I just signed the year lease in Italy, where you hear me speak about Venice son and never was dear me. If I got it, then I'm selling it carefree.
When you hear me speak about Venice son, it'll never be deer meat. That's first. It say dead meat, but he said deer meat like venison. See what I mean?
Anywhere for a fair fee. You rarely make bread, I'm a rare breed. I'd rather go to the chair for I cheerlead. Try just bought 8 dogs. Might be your landlord, depending on your state laws. Y'all expect me to stay Paul with a straight fraud. I take more steps than a great wall.
Smooth criminal talking over a smooth instrumental. Bail money for incidentals from jail to residential. I'm well where it's essential. Business and products of what I jot from my logic pen. Move monumental, you get it from what you get through. Aiming through it and I was cautious. They caught you and all of a sudden now they caught us. Working the plea deal in our lawyer office. Cause he went to Elmira to get rich and back with mixed babies and charges. I taught my workers linoleum and carpet. Cover work we hit in the wooden floor before we off. There was dust on the digital scale. Ain't sawdust, they called us. When in need of a whole man, an 8-ball. My smoker work at Lowe's. That's half off these 8 doors behind sheep. Rocket fit his stash, that's a great wall.
Hey,
just bought 8 dogs.
Fuck with that verse.
Landlord, depending on your state laws. Y'all expect me to stay Paul with the straight rod. I take more steps than the Great Wall. I started with an 8-ball. Shit, I had to rob Peter to pay Paul. Y'all expect me to stay Paul with the straight rod. I take more steps than the Great Wall.
Okay. Hey, I'm rocking with that Joan. Again, Curtis Koch, never heard of him. Just like dude earlier, Smooth Haynes, but I'm fucking with it. Great verse. That nigga did his thing. Flow was like that. He was actually saying something. His voice wasn't like super annoying. Oh, let me pause it. So yeah, big fan. I like that. I like that a lot. That was what? Great Wall. Big fan of that joint. Like I said, I haven't heard no duds yet. So we still rocking through this joint. We got about 3 songs left. So we can go ahead and get into the next joint. Track 10 is Renovations.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Hey y'all. At first God gave me a talent, I didn't cherish it. How I'm supposed to rap in a track with a brick of heroin. 4 kids, 3 baby mothers, 2 different marriages. Never let a bitch tell a story, they switch the narrative. Get around bitches and turn to a different character. If rap don't work, then I'm
We all know niggas like that.
America. She ugly as hell, but I treat her like Miss America. Before you see yourself in the mirror, it take honesty. Frontin' like you rich when you barely escape poverty. Then spending cash on shit that ain't quality. You got a better chance getting rich off the state lottery, huh? I took mines and invest in cribs, got less to give. The main objective is to protect the kids. The judge giving out stressful bids. Niggas that sold drugs would rather be home working respectful gigs. Don't take risks unless it's big. The lesson is if you don't remember death, you gon' forget to live. I then wish death to pigs and put body armor around my chest and ribs. I bless the kids with some fancy jewels, but understand the rules. Money don't grow inside the hands of fools. It's heated floors in these mansion rooms. I am confused how they spend their life savings on pants and shoes. I had beefs with street camps and crews. I'm one of the dudes the streets can't confuse. I sold everything from weed plants to shrooms. Now I'm renovating houses, revamping rooms, nigga.
Okay. I like that too. All right. All right, there you have it. That was track 10, Renovations. Great joint. Like that song, the beat was so nice. Like that sample kind of floating through the background, kind of airy, kind of like in space. That kind of carried the whole song. Like the song was kind of like not as so high energy as the others, but the quality of the beat and the quality of what he was saying kind of elevated everything else to the point where that was still a good song. So I like that. Definitely a slower pace, but sometimes you got to slow it down and just talk that shit. So I ain't even mad at that. But great joint, man. That was track 10. We got 2 more tracks. Next joint we're going to be looking at is track 11, Cold War. This is featuring Busta Rhymes. Now, let me add this caveat. I love Busta Rhymes. All his 90s albums, all his solo joints, all his flip mode shit. Big fan of that shit. I heard a couple of his more recent, and I mean more recent as in the last 5 years, features, and I'll be honest, I was not rocking with them Jones. Like his style was just not what I was feeling at the time. So I'm gonna go into this with an open mind and an open heart and see what Busta Rhymes got to say on this joint. But this track 11, Cold War, featuring Busta Rhymes. Let's go.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey y'all, I don't like to talk that much. I let a bullet bust. Y'all
like
so
this beat
sweet
though.
when we beef, I call it sugar rush. You never played the block with a sock full of stuff, and if a dope head don't die, it's not good enough.
Love this beat. This joint going crazy.
I'm from the rock, but I drove blocks to the buff. Pull up to your spot in the drop with the wooden buffs. I stood in cuts up top where cops couldn't rush. The hood is rough, you either in a box or put in cuffs. Somehow I've managed to dodge both. Can't take the paper with you, either way you gon' die broke. I'm tired of hoes always bragging about what they job grows. And fly coach to go and suck dick for a living, her job grows. I keep a 45 close when I buy a coat. Only my mind know the address to the condos. Convos behind closed doors. Back in 04, I survived the Cold War when them guys froze. Niggas get CDLs to drive loads. Middle of the winter, they be praying for dry roads.
Pass me the Camus and the Golden Horseshoe. Have a seat. You're looking like you needed someone to talk to. Before you talk, I'ma talk to you first. That's what a boss do. Or I'ma have you laying stiff across the table like a Camus corkscrew. While I'm overcooking the beef, that's when I'm more true. Worry niggas while getting ready for the funeral forced you have amounted to something that ended up as nothing. Don't play with your life, bitch, bad gamble. With my calculated movement, illustrious handle. Listen, see, I believe it's a good time. I think you better fret. Tonight I'm thinking I'm spitting a good rhyme. Let me get feedback from X, so elaborate how I'm abundant with shine. You probably had the text cause you can't talk to me. That's when niggas wonder what happened next. When you gotta go and get resourceful and scroll a Rolodex. Godfather of the shit. I'm holding all the checks, regulating protons, neutrons, and electrons, controlling all the specs. Cocaine and it's for good line. Until you disconnect, it's celebration time. You're getting to the money. My nigga, big respect and honor each other. Don't bother me, brother. Have some decency. I'm unapologetic about how you not aligning with this frequency. Another level of supervision for the culture is what it need to be. 35 years of bodies, but still been killing them recently. Disintegrate these niggas to particles. They ask for leniency. Pardon God, I'm only being me.
All right, hey. First of all, great song. Like the beat, love the beat. Great sample floating through the back again. But bro, like, okay, hey, look, I don't know if niggas in this camp said something to him or what, but that was a great Busta Rhymes verse. Like, there aren't too many post 2020 Busta Rhymes verses that I personally like. Not saying that they're not out there, but I haven't heard none. But that joint right there really fucked with that joint. I love the way he started it. Flow was crazy all the way through. He had switched up the flow a couple times. He was talking that shit, and he ended it great. So shout out Busta Rhymes. He did his thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to come in there with a predisposed disposition on what he was going to talk about or how his verse was going to go, but with an open mind, I'm really fucking with that. So again, no duds on this joint. And now we made it to the last track. Last track is going to be entitled Everything. Track 12. We can go ahead and get into this joint, wrap it up, see what's really good.
Know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. I had to make some adjustments. I was surrounded by bad advice and corruption. We made sacrifices from hustling, not having nothing. Gave us an appetite for destruction. Trust. I need everything. A OG told me don't believe everything. You can have hoes, but don't see everything. When you go, Leo sees everything. You got to stay alive to get rich. Niggas ain't got shit but a die for the shit. Confidence destroyed doubt. If you're not insecure, you avoid clout. Cooking 31 grams at my boy house. I used to sell cocaine by the Troy ounce. I need everything. Everything that I came for. Everything that I aim for. And that's why everything paid for. I need everything. This is more than a song to me. I made the right moves wrongfully. Shouts to team for keeping it 100. All problems easily confronted. We done it. I keep it in abundance. I tried to separate my wants from my needs, but I needed what I wanted. Far as the bills, I paid everything. Rap game, crack game, play everything. My big bro told me save everything, but to get him back, I trade everything. I don't care if you big, look, I'm 5'9". If I aim up 3 inches, I'm 6 foot. Fuck around, get your wig pushed. Every nigga I'm with got rich from all the risks took. Y'all care how the bitch look. You never find the right match if you're looking at a lit book. I need everything. Everything that I came for. Everything that I aim for, and that's why everything paid for. I need everything. I made the right moves wrongfully.
All right, and there you have it, man. That was the end. That was the outro track. That was everything. Great track. That was definitely along like that. Wrap it up, sign off, like more of an introspective, like a reflective look on what's going on and with their career and shit like that. So I can rock with that track for what it was. But that was the end of it. That was track 12. That was everything. Like I said, 31-minute runtime. I know I stretched it out just by me rapping and taking my little betting break or whatever. But nah, great joint. I'm glad I waited. See, with these new tapes, I be having to wait until I can set up my studio and record before I can listen to them. So them shits literally be burning a hole in my library on my phone and shit. So I'm glad I got to get to this joint early. Big fan of this joint now. I can run it back and run it through the rest of the weekend as I make my errands and shit. So nah, really big fan of that joint. Really like that joint. Shout out 38 Spesh. Shout out all the features. Smooth Haynes, Curtis Coke, Dave East, Busta Rhymes, Noir, Ransom, and Method Man. All great features. Great joint nonetheless. I really rock with this joint. I'm glad I had a chance to experience it. But that's all I got, man. That's the end. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with your boy one more time. Another video in the books. I appreciate everybody that been tapping in and commenting on all my videos, my shorts and my long form videos. My shorts low-key been going crazy. I expanded my musical genre on my shorts, so I do jazz, R&B, reggae, you know, a whole bunch of other different genres now. So I'm just trying to enhance it. I don't know if I'm going to go that far with my long form videos. I really appreciate and enjoy breaking down hip hop, but nah, I appreciate everybody that's been tapped in. And if you're new here, you already know what to do, man. Click that subscribe button. If you've been here for a minute and you're not subscribed, go ahead and tap in with your boy, man. Subscribe, click that like button, click that bell for notifications. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram and all that. And until the next video, you already know what to do. We out. Oh yeah, before I go, I gotta give my my top 5. I forgot to give my top 5. Since this joint was a little longer, I can give the whole 5. So I'm gonna give my 5 to number 1. Nah, I'm gonna go in reverse order. So number 5, I'm gonna give it to Heavy Burden, the joint with Dave East. I like that. Number 4, I'm gonna give it to Trust Us. Number 3, I'm gonna give it to Main Line with Method Man. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to that Speshal Interlude, and number 1, I'm gonna give it to that Mental Health with Shay Noir. That joint really, like, you know what I'm saying, really like struck a chord with me. I really like that joint. But yeah, man, that was it. That's all I got, man.